Hey guys, what's up? Hey, hi, hello, hi. I don't like my tracking. Hold on, let me mess with that. Okay, that's a little better. Hey, hi. Our thumbnail didn't update. How do I change that? Oh no, we're in a bad shape here. How do I? YouTube, help! There must be a way. There must be a way to change the thumbnail, right? Stream settings. Ooh, edit. Customization. Oh no, I don't think I can. No, this is ridiculous. Can you not actually change the thumbnail when you're live? Is that a thing? Hold on, let me... No, wait. I got it. I figured it out. It's like everything on YouTube. 3 or 4 menus down. There we go. We have our thumbnail set up. Man, it's such a different thing to stream on YouTube. Oh man, it's... No. We don't have to in-stream. No. We don't have to get crazy. No. All right, hope you guys can see us okay on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I think ping cord is down. It didn't work for our Friday stream, didn't work now for our Monday stream. I looked into that a little bit this weekend and, you know, as to like why you guys aren't getting alerts on the Discord for the stream. And apparently it's just down for like lots of people I'm hearing now. I just got here and stream is ending. No, what? No one said anything like that. What? Hold up. No one said anything like that. Thank you very much, 42 NFL. Thank you. All right, false. This is like your second week of daily weekday streams and daily weekday releases. Easy to manage pace so far. No stress. Keep it up. This week, I think we're starting off better. Last week was like, let's just get to Friday. Let's just get to Friday. Please, let's get to Friday, please. Oh, God. This week I think is going to be a bit better. I kind of know the pace I need to go at and when I need to get the stories ready. Yeah. So, I'm feeling better about this week. In a lot of ways. In a whole lot of ways. But thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're set up okay here. Let me just make sure everything's make sure I got my Twitch chat up. My YouTube chat up. All right, you guys are looking stellar. You guys look fantastic. And Tiktal, thank you very much for the 14 months altogether. Thank you so much. Thirlwolf, thank you also for 17 months. Thank you guys for over a year and nearly a year and a half. Antique Doll and Thirlwolf, thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Yeah, so I have a new, like, I got a new phone stand. And it's definitely better than the one I've had for like 6 years. It's actually able to like bend backwards so my heavy phone doesn't fly forwards. And it also can clamp down on the sides of the phone now. But I just got to make sure it's like more upright so it's tracking me. Yeah, before I looked, you know, like thinking back on my old stand, it was the junkiest pile of crap. It was literally like too tall, couldn't go up or down. It couldn't even actually properly like angle back and forth. So every once in a while, especially lately, you guys probably saw like my phone would like fall onto my keyboard and it would always either fall onto like the full screen button or the developer mode button on the keyboard. And I'd be like freaking out. I was like, oh man, what's gonna so that shouldn't happen again. I treated myself to a $15 or $16 phone stand. Hooray. After 6 years, I finally was able to support myself. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like we're good on Twitch. We're good on YouTube. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. How was your weekend, guys? How's it been? How's January? How's 2026 been? You been busy? It's been slow for you? What's going on? Over here, we are in good shape. We're in good shape. Looked at last week's numbers. They're looking good. They're looking good. It looks like what we're doing makes sense. So, you know, when you're on YouTube, YouTube tries to understand what your channel is, and it really only wants it to be just that. So, you know, if you're on YouTube, it's like, okay, are you a video channel? Are you a streaming channel? Are you a shorts channel? And right now, we're just flooding it with everything because our goal now is just saturation. So that means the video views are going to be down a little bit because it's also competing with the shorts and the streams. And the YouTube algo does not like recommending a channel like twice on your feed. You ever notice that? It'll only give you either a stream or a short or a video. So we got to train it. We got to continue to train the YouTube algo. Probably in a few weeks, it'll figure out what we're doing again here. It'll get used to what's happening. But yeah, last week was good. It was good. Workable enough numbers on the videos. Basically, it came out to be the same kind of numbers we get if we made the same like half-hour videos we used to make last year. So that all worked out. And now we're doing shorts, and those are getting some okay numbers too. I'm having fun making shorts. I never really made them for myself before. I used to have two of my wonderful moderators make the shorts for me back when we used to do those back in 2023. But now I do them, and it's fun. It's actually kind of fun figuring out like what I want to put on the front. You can actually now change the thumbnail for shorts. That's been something that you couldn't do originally, like a millennia ago. I'm so happy about that. Gabriel Cross, thank you very much for 43 months altogether. And we're coming up on 4 years. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you guys for the hype train. Thank you. Much appreciated. All right. How far are we in? Yeah, let's go ahead and start jumping in, shall we? We're just going to take it real slow today. Start off with the Hololive. It's Monday, so we always usually start off with Hololive English. Usually they're doing something over the weekend. So we had Koseka Bibo. Sparkling Gem of Hololive English Advent. Kira Koseki. Has she always had that? Has that always been there? Is that new? Is that old? I'm curious. I'm wondering. Here in, back on the 5th, she had a 3D up-a-date plus announcement. I have something pretty cool to show you, and then I have an announcement for thing which is also pretty cool. Good old up-a-date. We love it. Don't if you had any doubt that the talents were making their own thumbnails, then let this be a lesson to you. This is caught by Mori Calliope. I'm always it's always funny when you get people say Calliope. It's like, is Calliope a thing? Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced to some people? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Figure coming up. And she just replies with this cat. This is her cat, right? This is her, now... ballless cat? Is this her ballless cat? Is this the cat? She was giving us updates about the ball situation. John Cat. Oh, man. There's a new cat? She's about to have 2 cats? Really? So we know John Cat. The second one will be Catwick. That's not going to be confusing at all. New cat has already wrecked her mouse like her PC mouse? Is it a kitten or is it a cat? How long has she had John Cat? This looks like a cat. This looks like a fully grown cat to me. Chewed on the wire? What is it, a rabbit? It's more of a rabbit thing than a cat thing. Yeah, that's been something that's been happening. The managers have been literally shutting down the streams. No, it happened to Koseki Bibu here. Also happened to Kyla. Kyla just was yapping, and finally the manager shut it down because Kyla is supposed to be actually on a real break. Everyone believes that is for health reasons. I don't think like Kyla was able to actually like sleep. Is the problem. And so it's almost like a practical forced break. And so that's what we're running with here. We'll work with that. But for the Hololive Dreams mobile game, they wanted Kyla to do a stream with Bay of all people. Just to do like a watch along. So she came back during like mid-break. And once the whole sponsorship thing for the Hololive Dreams thing was done, the watch along, she just kept on talking. Kyla of Hololive Indonesia. She wouldn't stop talking. But then finally the manager just cut it off. Was Bibu's like stream just about to hit 12 hours? Was that what was... Hold on, I'm curious. Let me take a look at her channel. Was this recently? I think this is recently because I just saw a clip of it. Hold on. Live. Yeah. I mean, it was running somewhat long. I mean, we're looking at like 11 hours 21. Again, YouTube's weird because if your stream is over 12 hours, then it just... What is it? What's the problem? It doesn't even keep a VOD around? Something strange like that? What kind of like hilarious cost-cutting measure is that? Yeah, they stop at 11:55. I think Mint found that out. Yeah, so she maybe lost him VOD because she went just a little over like 11:55. It's a little silly because you can upload... There was a story on this. Someone uploaded a video that is 140 years long. On YouTube. Recently there was a video... It's literally just like a black screen. There's nothing during it. But it's actually like 140 hours long, or 140 years long. Years. Plural. And I just think it's a really cheap cost-cutting measure. I think we should at least be able to go for 24 hours. My opinion. It was on your homepage, Tom? Wow. Thanks for being here, by the way. Yeah. Small indie company, please understand. Let me put myself up a little bit on the screen. I'm a little low here. I like that better. That's much better. There we go. Alright, so yeah, it's happening. So here we have this exchange here. I am Ethan. Immaculate comeback. I love this little animated comic. YouTube, I mean, as far as like a streaming platform, hasn't really changed very much since like 2021. The streaming aspect is still like a very much an afterthought for YouTube, which is such a head scratcher because so many industry professionals, guys who talk about streaming and how you should stream back in 2021, especially 2022, were like, yeah, man, it's all going to be about YouTube and Twitch is going the way of the dodo. And that still hasn't quite happened for EN streamers, man. I really just think, again, like they just need to offer like more features. Just more features here on YouTube would be a big up. Because with Twitch, I just like the moderation on Twitch much more. I can keep it a little. Their auto mod is a little stronger. Twitch is comfier vibes. It's funny because there's a lot of other viewers that'll say the opposite, right? And my feeling is now having streamed with you guys for about, what has it been? This is day 8. I mean, it's all about just understanding your own community and your own fan base and giving them the right expectations. So you can have the most horrible chat on Twitch or the most horrible chat on YouTube. It's just how you like actually interact with your fans, man. You guys have been awesome. Last year when we did the streaming, the multi-streaming on YouTube for like a week or something like that, it was very touch and go with YouTube and what was going on in chat. But this year, you guys have been kick-ass. So, like, at this point, it's getting to be where because I'm looking at a combined chat here. Just FYI, it's Ninja Social Stream or Social Stream Ninja. Social Stream Ninja, I think is the name of it. And I can see you guys together. And it's not like one chat is like crazier than the other, or like there's more spam in one or something like that. You guys are just all cool, either if you're on YouTube or Twitch. I've been really, man, it's been a load off my mind. The fact that you guys have all been cool. Because I was really like, I don't know, man, YouTube could be kind of crazy. I don't know. But hopefully now you get to watch me how you want to watch me, man. Yeah, you can make out with Twitch chat. I don't judge. Also, we're syncing up memberships on the Discord, so if you do member here on YouTube, you'll get access to the members only channel on Discord now. It hadn't been synced up since like July. Whoops! The Kick channel. So I am now in a Discord channel that is for Kick partners. So I'm getting on board. It's probably sometime this week. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe start, if not this week, maybe next on Kick. So we'll have a little small Kick stream. I'm not expecting anybody to show up there. If I get like more than 10 viewers on Kick, I'll be surprised. But hey, we'll have that for you too. And maybe I'll finally break down and do Twitter streams on top of that. We'll see. All right. So anyways, that was just a long way of saying you guys have been super cool. Thank you so much. All right. So she looks amazing. Hash Edits here. I'm beyond stoked to have had the privilege of reworking the face tracking of Koseki Biju for Hololive EN. Can't wait for Pebbles to see more varied expressions on stream. I also made a little showcase mixing my add-on showcase style and Bibu's rock music. So this is probably Hash Edits controlling Bibu's face. Just to show like all the wild expressions she can make. I believe this can work in VR chat too. I believe all this can work in VR chat. This particular individual had gotten a little popular. There was something known as like the Gosling edit, where he took what was her name, Lapwing, some character, and did a bunch of like facial expressions, and that got across the desk, I think, of Bibu. So it's incredibly expressive, and we're gonna have a lot of that today. 3D is like looking crazy right now at the start of 2026. How about streams on TikTok, Twitter? Well, it's funny because like YouTube's like, yeah, man, you can stream in both vertical and normal format. And I'm like, I don't think I should do that. Right now, our chat is super chill on YouTube and Twitch. Right? But if I stream in vertical mode on YouTube, you know the children will come in. The children's. Every single VTuber that has streamed vertically mentions this. That their vertical streams are very different. The chat they get is very different from what they get normally. I might do it one day for kicks, just to see how it goes. Just for kicks. Why not? It's not like it's life or death around here. We might do it for kicks. We might do it for kicks. Yeah, do we ban the kids or indoctrinate them? Anyways, yeah, 6'7". Hold on, let's hear her say it. What the hell? So yeah, very, very, very expressive. Anyways, she has new pajamas. Super kawaii pajamas. Otsuku here, doing some of the rigging. This being much smoother of a rigging video that they had, I think, for their New Year's displays here. Naturally very cute. Asymmetric socks, because of course. A true VTuber classic there. Kaseka Bibu here saying, we're not sleeping, we're gaming. What does it say on her shirt? Oh goodness. The pebble eyes. Oh no. The googly pebble eyes. Bibu got new sleepwear, says Kyla. When she's too busy gaming to sleep. Very funny indeed. This is probably in the episode where I'll mention the managers have been shutting down their streams. Those two are connected at the hip. Don't talk to me, I'm sad? What? What does that mean? Why is she sad? Why? Yeah, there it is. Here it is. Don't talk to me, I'm sad. Why? It's so emo. Mrs. Rakila. I can finally say it, says Cheese Castella. That's a name and a half. Thank you, Bibu, for giving me a job. G-O-B. J-O-B. G-O-B. Did I say G-O-B? J-O-B. An opportunity in this. It was very fun, and I'm more than happy to work with you. Cool. The shirt has a second saying, you're just pulling my leg now. You're just pulling my leg. Oh, wait, it has something else. Wait, what does it say? Her knees are in the way. What's it say? I gotta know. Jason Allen, thank you very much for the membership. Thanks so much. Jason, if you're part of the Discord, you can sync up and get on into that members-only chat. Congrats. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. We just can't say job. We have to say... Just like how we say... we can't say British. We have to say British. The shirt can be, don't talk to me, I'm sad, and also the pebble. There's no text on the pebble shirt. Both shirts can be static or animated. Oh, okay. It can be animated. Wow. I already had this, right? Yeah, I already had this one, so we can close that out. SK Jinx, who's done some work for Bibu in the past on different projects, saying, I had the wonderful privilege of doing artwork for Bibu's outfit reveal. Thank you for inviting me back a second time. Thank you for showing appreciation to artists, which I think is something you may be hearing a lot in 2026. Feel free to use this as a wallpaper if you wish. What is the Rockin' energy drink? Okay. It looks like the other shirt may say good night. Maybe that's what it says? She commissioned a bunch of art? Okay. That's very Western VTuber of her. I like to see that. Yeah, can we buy these shirts? Nobody ever says I was annoyed to work on this? Well, I think in the past, either they won't say something or they'll be very vague like months later about, I've had problems. You can never tell who they're talking about. Unfortunately, she threw up. She actually had a few tweets like that. She was getting like car sick or something like that. Boo boo here. I threw up. Dr. Pigeon and King Biscuit actually accurately getting the "Don't Talk to Me, I'm Sad" t-shirt on the artwork. That's perfect. And yes, the cosplay is on the way. You can get her Chuni costume in different sizes. And there's also requests out there now for her brand new sleepwear look. All right, let's take a look at that merch you guys are all talking about in chat here. Pebble Pajamas outfit celebration. Kasika Bibu. Pebble Pajamas outfit. So we have a Bibu blanket, a Googly Pebble eye mask. Don't talk. There it is. Don't talk to me. I'm sad. T-shirt. Sleepy Pebble slippers. One voice pack and a postcard. And yeah, all the purchase bonuses here. Yeah, you're just doing a matching design. The t-shirt's nice. How much is this t-shirt? This is the most basic Amazon t-shirt. If I'm not buying a set, it's about $30. Okay. Little bit of a markup, but it's fine. Also, let me turn my head around here. Right? Mirror my motion. There, I like that better. Meanwhile, coming up here, Shiori Novella with a brand new look. No, I don't think there's anything on the back of the t-shirt. I think they would have shown that, right? This is really early to announce it. Am I crazy? New outfit. Surprise. Hololive English Advent's archiver, Shiori Novella, will also be showing off a new pajama outfit. Tune into Shiori's channel on February 7th. They announced this on January 9th. Yeah, February 7th in Japan, February 6th in the West. 6-7. 6-7. This is a full month. This is 4 weeks ahead of time. That is so early. Am I crazy in thinking that's like really early? It definitely tells us like Advent is, you know, going to be getting some new looks, which is fine. And like fan prediction stuff is always a nice thing, but this usually we don't get this much of an early notice. Not usually. So she has a little movie here. She also has a silhouette. We're not going to show that. New outfit. There it is. Hashtag sleepy Shio. So I guess that's kind of the theming. So maybe we get this also for Narissa and Fuwamoko. Fuwamoko. So we have a whole nightwear line coming here. Yeah. Why did she say ROFL here in her video? Is it because of 6-7? Is that why? Is that why, Shiori? God. I hate it. It's so bad. Yeah, Napcore is very 2026 coded. So, yeah, you can hear it's like anime villains or lazy potatoes at home. Yes, I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. That all makes sense to me. Almost certainly. Very quickly, we have Ina my Ina-ness. Here with probably won't be able to stream until tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Here's some illustrations by Ninmanyo Inyanyes. That's really hard to say. To look at while streaming Taco Takeover. Stream Taco Takeover. How many views does this thing have? Let me kill the music, or let me kill the sound. How many views does Taco Takeover? Last I had it was like 300,000 something. It's twice that. It's 631,000. That's incredible. That's really good. That's really good. I think this thing has a pretty clear shot at a milli. Very unique look here. So Green Tea coming to us with some cool info here. I just realized that Ina's new music video ear design has a meaning. The inspiration likely comes from a parasite that infects snails' eyes, moving and changing like blinking lights. Wow. I'll buy it. I'll go with that. That sounds right. I believe it. Also, Artie, originally having a bit of a theory here. I mentioned this on a previous stream. With the release of Ina's fourth original song, I'm now led to theorize that within the context of the Nidomai cinematic universe, Taco Takeover is an alternative ending to the very timeline. And then confirming, Ina just confirmed Taco Takeover is an ending, and that the ideal ending is already out, and that Taco Takeover is not a good ending. I can kind of see why. I can kind of see maybe why that's not the ideal ending. Yeah. Okay. It's all lore accurate, dudes. It's all lore accurate. Very quickly, we have Bay. I'm going to shove this into today's episode. We have Bay here. We'll get at all the Hololive Japan stuff tomorrow. Don't worry. So all the fun stuff with Pakora and her birthday, we'll get to tomorrow. Don't worry. Also, probably we'll get to Iron Mouse's birthday stuff tomorrow, too. So it's going to be a double birthday jam. But we had a little bit of news about Mume. The Mooms. Of all people, coming from Bay. This has been clipped a few times. Let's go ahead and take a listen. It's
alright. We're still moomin'. I have a recent story about Mume. Remember? When was it? It was during... I think it was during the New Year's stream where Iris and I were talking about My Little Pony.
Except I know that they have like logos on their butts.
Like, Mume used to send me a lot of My Little Pony memes, and I never understood any of them.
You know what? You know Care Bear, right? You don't know Care Bear.
I mean, I know what a Care Bear is.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how Bay knows so little of pop culture. It's amazing.
Yeah, they care a lot.
Yeah. And then I very just offhandedly mentioned that I didn't know anything about My Little Pony except for the memes that Mume used to send me. And then immediately the next day, Mume messages me in all caps. When have I ever sent you My Little Pony memes? And I was like, oh, I feel like you have. Not the when have I ever? Anyway.
So, Mume, post-graduation, doing anything she can not to be slandered by current talents within Hololive. Oh man, if any of the talents was primed to come back, it would be Mume. It's just her health, dude. It's just, unfortunately, her health is just like, I don't know. I don't know if she's given us any updates. You know, a lot of people have been keeping up with her on her past life account. I know she streamed art streams, not really talking streams. She didn't dive back in for understandable reasons, which really underlines, yes, this was a health thing for Mume. Right? Like, she still wants to be online with you guys and, you know, do streams and stuff like that, but it's just not really on the cards in the same way it had been. I do feel like her past life is ramping up, yeah, but it's slow. It's just slow as all. Yeah, and she's, again, very clear, like, I'm not a VTuber, so she's not, like, jumping back in with that either. It's just, like, after Lulu has returned now to Niji Sanji, it's just, like, reopened my mind and many others' minds that, like, they can all come back. Every last one. Gura can come back! Yeah, no. Gura can't even come back to streaming on her indie channel now. It's actually been 2 months. It's now been 2 months since we had a Saba stream. Isn't that kind of, I think, finally underscored, like, oh, it wasn't maybe really Hololive that was stopping her from streaming and the environment in Hololive. It was probably just her. It was actually probably the shark / snail fish girl herself. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. Anyways. So yeah, that was surprising. Just a little update out of the blue. Oh my god, False can come back! Yeah. So she's in passing said it's hell stuff. There's a lot of reasons though upon her graduation that she said she left. It's a few things. It is interesting, not to get too doxy, but Saba's Twitter account is based out of Europe. So, just another way I can blame Europeans for taking a great VTuber away from us, right? Like, we're just gonna go ahead and squarely point at Europe. You're the problem. Always have been. And you need to give us our American Shork back, damn it. Don't say that the possibility the X and EGNs could come back. I could see that as a threat. Ouch. Yeah, so the thing is on Twitter. I always forget the name of this damn site. On Twitter, you can just look up where accounts are like based out of. And you can make it be a little vague, so a lot of Canadian accounts look like North America. Of course, for me, it's like, yeah, show that I'm in the United States, please. Go ahead and let people know I'm in the United States. And then there was some crazy schizo stuff that I saw on, like, comparing, like, I think it was like background humming noise in like all of the Gura streams and one of the Saba streams to like absolutely can like say like you cannot get this electronic humming in North America. It only exists in Europe. And it was like the most schizo thing I've ever read, and it was so extensive. It went over like, God, I think like 50 streams of hers or something. It was like comparing the noise profiles to like such a depth that it was like, okay, bro, all right. But then Twitter just kind of confirmed, yeah, like something of hers is based out of Europe. If she's not in Europe, her Twitter account is. So this is just me in a roundabout way just blaming Europe for taking a great streamer away from us is my my thing. Are they trying to find out where they live? Of course. The end game is to be, you know, like super hyper crazy that way. I don't mind saying she's in an entirely differently continent when it's readily available to be seen on Twitter. I don't feel like that's getting too crazy, but anything more than that, I don't care to say. Anyways. Who we do have back is Raura! Hooray! Hooray, hooray, hooray! Hooray, she's back. The artist with the God's eyes of Hololive English Justice. She's big and she's back. Doing a few minute streams still, you know, being careful with her voice. Right? She's not just jumping back in and talking, but she has done a return stream where she's talking. She sounds better. She does sound better. If you really compare how she sounds now to what she was sounding like in the past. Quote unquote careful. Raul here also thanking everyone for 600,000. I think she was the first one to hit this mark in Justice. I believe she was the first one to hit this mark in Justice. Liz is really close. If Liz hasn't hit it yet, she's really close, I think. She's like in the high 500s. So grateful for every single one of you. Grazie. It's very insane. It's really wild, too, because she was on a bit of a hiatus there, right? So, pretty impressive there. And we also heard from her sister. I want you guys to tell me what her sister sounds like. She's saying at 900K, she's going to have a sister reveal stream. Which means we're going to hear more from her sister. Liz is at 593. Thank you. Gigi's at 543 and CC's at 478. Thank you. So they're actually fairly close to one another as far as like gens go. I know that looks like a big difference, but that's actually pretty close to one another as far as like a Hololive English gen goes, as far as like sub numbers. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Just a teaser, nothing else. You gotta keep it the hype up. Just say one word. No, it's not boopy. It's not boopy. Just say one word next to the mic. Come on.
Say boopy.
You're laughing. Okay, now you can go.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, now you can go. Bye. Okay, now you can go. Okay, now you can go. Bye. Oh, yeah, subito.
Hello. Do you think she sounds like Raura? I immediately, like, I couldn't get it out of mind. I saw, like, a comment like, that's Ina. And I'm like, oh, I hear that, too. Oh, I hear that, like, slightly high-pitched, ghostly Ina in there, too. Oh, no. I'll play it one more time. Similar enough. Yeah. So yeah, we need another 300,000 subs before we get a Raura's sister reveal here. So much more work ahead of us here. Ina is Raura's mama confirmed? Ah, I see. Very quickly, Animate Bangkok doing a collaboration here with both Advent and Justice. It's basically Advent versus Justice. And that's going to be held, I know these dates look backwards, but that's going to be held January 17th to February 8th. We'll see. I'm hoping to see a little bit more here, but pretty kind of basic merch, but that's all right. It's fine. Dynamic poses, at least for the acrylics. That Liz acrylic looks really good with that pose. Good artwork. special campaign going on there. This is funny. I thought this was funny. Shift Up! The studio behind everyone's favorite game, Nikke. Goddess of Victory. Goddess of Victory, Nikke. Also Stellar Blade. This had been noticed just over the weekend by one account. If you go to their About page, it doesn't say a lot. It actually says very little. Shift Up is an all-in-one game design development studio that crosses over for multiple areas, from game production and promotional video and music production, based on original illustration, solid planning, and programming skills. Kind of vague, actually. But if you scroll down, they got all these pictures of their studio, and it's insane. These things are like 40 to 50 megabytes a picture. They're huge. They're gigantic. Look how I'm on Fiber. It takes a moment to load. Look at this. This is like their studio on one of their levels. Like they take up a few levels of the building they're in, and they all have like different like themes depending on like what game they're working on that level. I do agree. This has a very like cartel gangster kind of look. So they got a few awards here. This might be like a lobby area. You see like Stellar Blade is mentioned at the top there. These tables are crazy. The chairs are fine. They're fine. Very .com bubble. It's very cool. Lots of places, you know, you can just hang out on the side here. Maybe get some chow down here. Yeah, very bright meeting room. Hopefully, maybe you can turn down the lights in there a little bit. But these chairs look fine. All the chairs from area to area to area to area are different. They have a few massage chairs here. It looks like a floral arrangement. Also, if you need like privacy, you can apparently close one of the curtains there. This is the Shift Up office. This is the makers of Nikke and Stellar Blade. This is in Korea, South Korea. This is like some little side area, probably next to a hallway. I've been in enough office buildings to see little nooks like this. And you can apparently like see to the other side. Yeah, I think you can actually even see who's taking the picture there on the far right. It's funny because there's some figurines in the background. They have Ava figurines and My Hero Academia figurines in the background. It's like, well, they didn't do any collabs with My Hero yet. We'll see if that happens. Huh. Hold on. And there's all these little side areas with a bunch of stuff you would never interact with. It's just all for aesthetic, like, you know, like that little like desk drawer area. More figurines on display. Another. This is more a normal kind of conference room, if I have to say. They have some seats there in the back for the employees that have to be the cucks. Some middle area here, Shift Up. It's like graded little table area here. This is insane, right? I love the style here. It's kind of like really dark but still lit up gold kind of look. This is nice. The thing is like you have to be next to this walkway, which is a little strange, if I say so myself. Yeah, I've been in enough corporate buildings where a lot of the stuff goes unused too. Yeah. Yeah, there's grand plans, but they got these chandeliers and this like little I wouldn't even call it a cafeteria area here. It's just like a vending area. This is cool. This is like some Shinra HQ. We put out the red carpet. And it's like dangerous, low-hanging red display for the lighting. Yeah, I think that plenty of people could have bonked their head on that. This like endless mirror that just like blinds you. It's like when you're walking by this, it's like, God, this hurts my eyes. Imagine you have to like work here and it's like all this bright light is like just searing into your eyeballs. This is a cool room. Even more cuck chairs in the back. This is a villain's dream office. It's very mafia. The most ridiculous area is right here. All the chairs look uncomfortable. They have this giant chest right next to me that is going unused. It's all aesthetic. And then finally is this photo. I don't know why this photo takes a million years to load anytime I try to load this page. But as you see, they have these guns on display. A lot of them have the orange tips. I think all of them have orange tips. Just to let you know, they're actually, just display probably airsoft guns here, right? This is kind of like the Nikkei gun area, all right? And this little U-shaped area. Probably just sit and chow down on something quick. It almost looks like AI generation. Yeah. Well, there's nobody in the photos, which makes it crazy. Yeah, so that's the shift up offices. Kiara is seeing all this and saying, quitting my job to work here, BRB. I don't have it in front of me, but the most wonderful Oshi, Roboco, also saw the latest Nikkei girl and was like, I don't play Nikkei, but this is it. This is my design. This is what I like. We need to get some Nikkei perms. I don't think Hololive has played Nikkei, have they? Maybe at launch, but I kind of doubt it. We need to get them on board with this stuff. Yesterday. They played Stellar Blade. Okay. I dig it. Yeah, they need to get on Nikkei, bros. Face Connect Girls had some sponsor streams, it looks like. So, in today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and probably let people know that we have some openings for our global and North American Union. I believe our North American Union has a few slots open now, too. So, I'll let you guys know about that. If you're interested now, let me go ahead and give you the info. If you're interested in applying to our unions, the global ID, the global union ID is 47747. Again, that's 47747. If you're in North America, our union ID there is 29661. Again, that's 29661. In case you were interested in joining us, because we have a few openings up since our last raid. You gotta contribute, man. You gotta get in on those raids, man. You can't just, skip the final day or, do one. Nah, man. You gotta get in there. So we'll have 2 slots for NA and 2 slots for global. It sounds like. All right. And we'll just probably keep those open for a day or so. Nice. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. Making good time. Got another hour here for the stream. These 2-hour streams are nice. All right. Let's go back. Again, I think 2026 has really started off with some fun, 3D demonstrations. We had the girls. What was the Rebecap? Trackers. These girls using the restroom, and all of us able to see that in 3D. We had that in a prior episode. Now we have a slight update here from Webcam Motion. This is probably the actual future. Once we get a camera that can just actually accurately just capture you, and you don't have to wear trackers and gloves and all this stuff, this is the actual future, but it's still going to take some time for development. This is where most platforms are leaning towards at this point. So we have Webcam Motion Capture coming out with a new version. enabling some perfect sync and hand tracking in a single iOS app. So that looks great. That looks really nice. But the VTuber turning a lot of heads. Oh, that was interesting. I was trying to, here on Saraway's page, translate Italian to English. That was interesting. Saraway turning a lot of heads this weekend in a really unexpected way. Firstly, releasing a brand new original OST, 38 minutes of original music. That's already insane. Free to content creators, permission required for commercial use. But then we have... Oh, it's reloading. We had this tweet. Let me check this tweet. This tweet went actually viral. I don't actually say viral too often these days because, like, some tweets just blow up bigger and bigger and bigger than ever on X. This particular tweet by Zincro, who does a lot of clipping, has 128,000 likes, 9.3 million views. Holy. 9.3 million views for this. And like lots of quote retweets got like similar, like half the numbers of that. It was insane. It was actually crazy. The feet tweet. You know, it's really interesting because this just looks so good because of how still it is. It's actually what it's not doing, which is not floating around. You could, if you really focus, you can see a hiccup here and there, but they're not easy to see. It's the actual 3D thing that's happening here is everything is actually just still. It's not wobbly. It's not like moving in and out a lot, right? Anchored is an excellent term. It's an excellent term to use here because that's a very common phrase now being used in 3D these days to explain why some of these models are so floaty and why this maybe is not, right? Yeah, high frames per second. People have tracked props before. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Lord Unicorn also getting this moment where she kind of like brushes her hair for a second. Again, it's just very impressive because zip. Very nice. Yeah, it's kind of the lack of jank is a great way to put it. Yeah, actually. We're just kind of used to a certain level of 3D jank that this is missing. Is False going to finally change the VC face? Yes. One of my goals this year is to change to Warudo. This is likely in Warudo and Vicon. Warudo sent out a tweet and I think they deleted it, confirming this. Most all of us thought this was in Warudo, but we didn't have an idea as to what was the tracking was until Warudo came out and said what they said. Now they deleted the tweet, I think, but we're probably going to put that in the episode. There might be more to it than just that. And I'm going to let you guys understand, like... and don't worry, I have my own screen capture of it. I was sending this to other people and other VTubers, so I have my own screen captures of the tweet. But, it's just incredible. Lena Lazar here, I'm so freaking proud of her. Best 3D VTuber out there right now. She's definitely in the running. This entire setup, the model, the environment, the tracking, insane. Yeah, it's also impressive how big this environment is. You can see how like far she's walking in and out of the back and the front and the sides. She's in a huge, huge area here. Did she talk about any of her setup? Because everyone is wondering, like, what are you using for tracking? How expensive is it? Everyone wants to know the technical details here, right? Yeah, there's a bunch of like post-processing effects happening here. That's incredible. Yeah, this is definitely something different. This is not Corpo 3D tracking, because our impression here is that Sarway can just boot this up whenever she wants because this is at home. She refused to talk about price. She is notorious for being really cagey with her tech. That is her, Zentrea, a few others are... They'll give you a little bit of idea about their tech, but generally they kind of keep it to themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Rattle's here. Dude, how? Let me see if I can reload Mari's tweet. Mari3D may have deleted her tweet. That's interesting. I'm going to go back and look at that. So Rattles is saying, look at their website and I'm scared. It's because she mentioned Vicon. Why are people deleting their tweets? Why is Warudo and why is Mari3D deleting their tweets on this stuff? Yeah, she deleted both the tweets. What the F? Maybe Sarway or someone from Sarway's team is reaching out to them and correcting them? Or I don't know. It's a little bit of a head scratching. I don't know if it's gatekeeping the tech because, like, let me take you guys out to the site itself. Vicon, it's really fun. You can actually go out here and, you know, set up, like, what you want. So are you in life sciences? Are you in entertainment? Are you in engineering? Well, we're in entertainment, so we have two options. Do we want to have 5 fingers from 3? So it'll track 3 of your fingers, and then it'll act like those 3 fingers will actually control 5. Or do you just want full finger support? Right? So let's go with full fingers. This is the most important part. Choose your sub account. How many people are going to be tracked? 1, 3, 5, or 7? And this entirely changes what system you're going with. If you go with 1, let me actually take this back. Let's do 5 fingers from 3. If you go with 1, you can actually use a Vero 2.2, which is more affordable. If you go with 3, it's VK6. VK6 is really probably what you want to look at. But let's go with full fingers. Let's just go with 1. That gets you up to VK16. Which is very expensive. And then finally, if you get up to like 5 or 7, you're working on VK26. VK26, if you're not aware, is what Hololive uses. Back in the day, Hololive was buying these cameras. Look how many cameras there are here, guys. All those little dots there, those are individual cameras. Hololive was spending nearly $60,000 a piece on each of these individual cameras. Back in the day. Okay? To make you understand how accurate and how expensive these studios were. Now, I don't know if they were setting up this many cameras, but they were... I had heard they were buying hundreds of these cameras for like $60K a piece. Now, that is not to say the setup is $60K. The system, probably like the VK6, or more like the 16, had been about 4 years ago quoted at around $50,000. So a lot of people are saying Sarway spent $50,000 US dollars to get this kind of tracking, which I don't know because that was a quote, a public quote from 4 years ago, and things could have been much more affordable. You do have to apply and get a quote directly from the Vicon themselves, right? Because every setup is a little different. Maybe they can get you on a different kind of plan, but it's actually crazy. So yeah, probably not within the realm of a lot of people. And yeah, I see now. I see when she's up close, chat gets blurry on screen. That's crazy. That's a crazy effect. I see that now. So maybe not in the reach of a lot of VTubers just quite yet, but give it time. Give it time. Ritsu Riser here. This is like insanely high quality tracking right here. Like, I don't think even the corpo VTuber companies have this kind of tracking. They actually do. Hololive has been running on this. I would not be surprised if Any Color is running on this. The other thing was like prop tracking. So, you know, she had like guns and stuff like that. Obviously, the chair itself is being tracked, right? A lot of Niji Sanji fans pointed out, look, Niji Sanji's had this kind of prop tracking since 2020. And they're right. Niji Sanji's 3D was kind of actually unparalleled until, I would say, like 2023. No one was even close to Niji Sanji 3D until around like 2023. I would argue. And then both, I think Hololive kind of started to catch up. And now it's looking like indies are on the same level now too. Just scratching that at this point. Yeah, the Niji fans are spamming it. They're very proud of it, and I think they should be. You guys got to remember, back in 2021, when I just began, like, really, you know, talking about Niji Sanji, I was a fan, dudes. And I was like, yeah, if you guys think Hololive concerts are fun, check this out. And I'd show you guys some Japanese 3D concerts out of Niji Sanji, and they were next level. It was actually insane. 42 NFL, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Is this the year of 3 home studios? Or maybe a rent in space? Altair also upgraded to his tracking tech. Can work with the Holo app. It'll definitely be, I think, a year of people upgrading their setups. Ribacap, I think is the name of it, is very affordable. It's like $216 if I order it today. Just gotta make sure it's not like out of stock. So I might order that myself to get that 15-point tracking. I'm just really done with base station tracking. I just don't like the base station tracking I've been using. But I also have very little needs still to do like 3D tracking. So I got to get some upgrades to my model still. And once I do that, I'll get it in Warudo. And once I'm in Warudo, we could have some fun. We could have a lot of fun. Dimmy here saying this is making me tweak out and want to spend $50,000 on tracking. By the way, probably Vicon, if you're wondering what it's used. Yeah, I think that's a possibility. And Dimmy not deleting her tweet. Code Miko. If anyone is interested, will show a tutorial on how to do this on my Twitch today. I have another tweet. I didn't update my deck here. But yeah, she had a quick little movie of that stream. I watched some of that stream. I don't know if she uses Vicon. It looks like she has cameras that look similar to that. I can't remember. And she's in a well-lit, big space to show that off. Let me see. We got a little bit of time. Let me see if I can show you here. Make this smaller. We're going to have a lot of updates for this week. I got a lot of stuff to tell you guys. Ooh, yeah, let me get that. Just a second, guys. Here it is. This is a better tweet by Miko. How to do VTuber spinny chair tracking. So yeah, she's had chair tracking for a little while, right? Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like we have a raid. Welcome! Lydia, welcome. How are you? How you been? How you doing? Meowfia is here for a Nyanya raid. Oh my. Hey everybody! If you guys don't know, I'm FalseEyeD. Me and Lydia usually sometimes talk about similar things. Hi, how are you? How's your stream? Hope everything's okay. Don't mean to keep you here if you need to get something to eat or drink or just to get some rest, but thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, right now we were just looking at the tail end of Sorrowway's 3D tracking. It's actually incredible. Code Miko taking this opportunity to show off her tracking, which has been like world class for a long time. 42 NFL, thank you for 100 bits. Gee, I need to share this. False, in case you missed it. Code Miko also tracked her dog. There's a clip you can probably find. Yeah, she's been doing that. One of my good friends, Rainey, has been working on that too. She's kind of ticked. It's like, yeah, well, Rainey, you need to get on this stuff. It's like, she was tracking her dog too. With her permission, I might show you some of the dog tracking she's been working on. Yeah, Miko's tech has always been really incredible, right? Yeah, Rainy as in Rainy, the VTuber who was so inspirational, she made me want to become a VTuber back in 2019. I should just actually bring her on sometime, so you guys know who I'm talking about here. Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much, Lydia. Thank you. All right. How much time we got? We got plenty of time. All right. So, what we got left here? Oh yeah, Neurosama. This is actually a huge story. And it just kind of happened. I probably normally would have made a bunch of tweets about this back in the day. I'm still slow on making tweets about stuff. I need to get better about that. Neurosama, we covered a lot of this stuff. Here she is with her friends in VR chat. Yeah, where's my timer? Where's my sub goals? I'm not doing a subathon right now, no. If you didn't know, Norasama hit 1 million followers on Bilibili, which in of its own way is an incredible achievement. This all happening during the subathon here. The subathon is done. It ended quicker than I thought. It went 22 days. I was always, at this kind of momentum, I was expecting like it to go for a full like 30 days. But again, the timer was just so brutal that was kind of probably difficult to keep up and maybe not in the original game plan anyway. So it went for 3 weeks instead of 4. It's all good. Vettel wanted to put it at hard or max limit. I mean, the max limit for any subathon should be a month. Like, if you're really doing a real subathon, it's a month. So that way, when you flip over to, when people have to resub, that's when you end, right? That's the hard cap. I think the 3-week hard cap is a little strange. Not just wanting to do a whole month is a little weird to me, but whatever. It was an incredible success all the same, right? So 22 days. They say 343,000 subs. Let me refresh this. It says 334. I think they... I don't know. I don't know where they're getting this number from. I'll just go off Twitch Tracker. I feel more comfortable using Twitch Tracker. Sorry. Yeah. So, Vettel leapfrogging over not only Iron Mouse, but also Jason the Ween to now take the 3rd place on the all-time peak active subscriptions on Twitch.tv. Wow. Yeah, 1 second a sub was how it was running. It was very harsh. Might include the Bilibili numbers? Maybe. But for this instance, we're just capturing Twitch right now. Yeah. 3rd most sub channel. One subathon, countless memories. Congratulations, gratitude all around. This year has only just begun. Rest, stay healthy, and may this year be greater, says Potato Design. Thank you very much, Potato Design. Thank you. Do we have more people being ignorant about her again? Sure. Of course we do. Yeah, let's look at that right now, actually. Hold on a second. Let me, sure, why not? Basically, let me go out to everyone's favorite subreddit. By the way, we have a subreddit now. Things VTubers say, r/things VTubers say. You should be on there today. You need to get on our subreddit. Now, why aren't you there? Why aren't you on our subreddit at this very moment? What's your problem? Also, you need to be in the Discord. Why aren't you in the Discord? What's your problem? What's your actual malfunction? Let me go with hot. Let me just sort by hot, not best. The one that got some attention here. Yeah, this one. XQC questions why anime/VTuber culture is centered around child themes. As he is seeing that Vettel had surpassed Iron Mouse and Jason the Wayne, as he's just looking at the subreddit. 44 seconds of XQC kind of talking about this. So let's go ahead and take a listen to him. As no, I'm just kidding. Oh, we will not be listening to XQC. No, actually, you know what? No. As a matter of fact, no, we're not going to actually play the XQC clip. We're just going to go tell him to shove it up his ass because we'll never care about his opinion ever in our entire lives. How about that? How about that? You know, how about we do that instead? So yeah, there's still a few people a little butt mad about Neurosama. It is what it is. Rima, I mean, that's her brother, right? Like, they are sister and brother, right? Brother and sister? Like, Rima and XQC. Oh, I wasn't supposed to reveal that. I'm sorry. Let me take down the VOD and remove that. No one's supposed to know about that, actually. Hold on. Let me... Okay, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, we'll do that later. It's... Again, like, we do not care what XQC's opinion is. We do not care what the live stream fail crowd really has to say on this particular subject. What a scandal. But anyways, a little bit more to come for Evil, Neurosama's sister. The outfit contest continues until February 1st. No AI-generated artwork. Just going to underscore that again. No AI-generated artwork going to be accepted on this. And we got a preview of some entries here. Beyond here, my entry for the hashtag Evil Outfit 2026 added a little philosophy. What do they mean by that? What do they mean? This is cool. I just like the whole color scheming here for Evil anyways. Right? The color scheming is really nice. This one here from 1064. Very straightforward. Didn't have anything to say. They just had the hashtag. It was like, whoa, okay. It's asymmetrical, so it's, you know, VTuber approved. I like the nice claws on the boots. And we got this one, which will not at all cause any kind of controversy if they choose this one. Corrupted Tyrant Evil. Yeah, this one won't make any waves at all. If this is the one they go with. Not at all. No, no, no. Haha! Ah, ha, ha. Ah. So, lots of good options out there so far. Again, it's just a huge accomplishment. It was so weird to me that it ended when it ended, I guess. I was expecting to go a little bit further. I was expecting another hype train record. I was expecting 4 weeks. I was expecting another hype train record, and then it just ended. It was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, they still came out. Number 3. It is still a monumental achievement. Legitimately insane. Oh, I do want to make a correction. It was probably during the last stream. I had stated, Twitch hasn't acknowledged Vettel for getting the hype train record. They did that for Pyre Software, and then apparently you guys in chat were literally putting in the global emote that Twitch made for Neurosama when they broke the record. So my apologies. I actually even put that in the episode. I cut that out immediately. So thanks for the correction on that. So that's cool. It was kind of still strange that Twitch this time around hadn't made any tweets about it. Had they made any tweets this time around? I mean, Vettel says a lot of crap. You know, if he's saying it's going to be 3 weeks, yeah, but will it actually be 3 weeks? They haven't? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, they made one last push. It went pretty high, but an evil kind of berated chat for not breaking the record again. I don't gloss over chat. What are you talking about? Yeah, only the Twitch UK account has talked about this, and they're big fans. They're big fans. So it's a little like, Twitch, what are you doing? Maybe they're worried people will just get up in arms about AI being promoted by Twitch or something like that. AI is a very tricky thing to talk about these days, which does bring us to our next topic, KiznaEye. Oh, I went ahead and made a short about this morning. So that's out on the channel right now. It's been official now. It's been made official. KiznaEye is coming to Fortnite. There she is. She looks great. There's the KiznaEye bundle. Features a jam track, whatever that is. I mean, that means guitar, a microphone, backpack stuff, emote stuff, right? Not bad looking for Fortnite. Not bad looking for Fortnite. And the Queen, yeah. You can kind of notice she still has those Fortnite limbs, especially in the legs. They're very leggy, but her arms are very long too, right? It's very Fortnite in its design here. KiznaEye herself saying Fortnite cross KiznaEye. It's here. To celebrate the collaboration, I'll be streaming Fortnite live on Saturday, January 24th. It's been a while since I played Fortnite. Stay tuned. So they have this official look. Her finger's doing this crazy thing. She's almost doing a Spider-Man thing with her hand here. It's true. Yeah, she's very leggy now as it is. That's true. Jam track means you can play one of her songs in rock band mode in the game. Ah, okay. Could you do that with Miku? Is that something you could do with Hatsune Miku? I assume so. I probably watched videos of that. I think I watched videos of Miku's surrounding players and rocking out to them before they shoot them in the face. AI fingers. Oh, I don't know the pricing. I don't know if the pricing is out. I don't know anything about pricing in V-Bucks or any of that stuff. I have no idea. The timing of this is all crazy because apparently they're adding what is it? Third party something transactions or some third party something to Fortnite that a lot of people are this is kind of weird to have in a game that a lot of kids play. Fortnite is not a kid's game, but it is a game that kids play. It's kind of an all ages game, actually, right? So some people, like I think, erroneously call it a kid's game. It's not, but it does kind of bring into attention, like, who's playing this, how are they playing this, and how are you, you know, presenting this game to them. Whoa, that's bringing me back. The fingers remind you of the old I Know picture from Guilty Gear XX. Wow. It's to get around the new EU regulations on in-game currency. Oh. Oh. You say the same thing about the Twitch platform. Kids should avoid it, but they're allowed there. I mean, ideally, you know, it's Twitch to me is a platform that is 13 and up, with the cool ability to also lock it down. So if you want 18 and above streams, you can do that. That's very cool to see on Twitch. I like that. Really, anything younger, I don't think they should be watching streams. I'm interested. Is there any metrics around there about how old you are and how likely you are to watch a stream? Like, if you're in your 20s, how many people in their 20s are watching streams? If you're in your teens, how many in that demographic are watching streams? I'm super curious. Am I late? Have I missed anything juicy? Yeah. Yeah, we gave all the juice like an hour ago. No, stick around. We always get to the title, the main topic at the end of the stream. We still got another half hour, guys. I got all this time to talk with you guys and go slow here. So the whole setup now is I get like 100 tabs of content, and then I just try to pace myself through like a 2-hour stream with you guys, and then I make what has been like an 18 to 20 minute video out of it in the past week. That's worked out really nice. Oh yeah, yeah. YouTube chatters, they come in a little late and it's like, did I miss anything? Don't worry. Hey, here's a question. You guys are able to replay though, right? Like you can, over on YouTube, you can go down to the stream and like play back, right? I used to have that turned off, but that should be turned on now. So if I mess up and like dox myself, I'm doomed, but I do want to keep that on because that's a cool feature for any stream, I think. Plus, I think guys coming in, maybe they're not interested in what I'm talking about at the moment, but maybe they go back and watch something that I am talking about in the prior part. You can rewind as long as it's enabled. Yeah, I'm asking if it's enabled. It is? Okay, good. Okay. Awesome. Good. Yeah, if you need to do that on Twitch streams, all you have to do is go down, click on the little profile picture, go to videos, and then you'll actually see the current broadcast. You can just go in there and you get to go back and rewind that way. Well, at least that's how I do it. Maybe there's an easier way to do it. Because right away, they don't normally let you immediately do that in the normal stream page, but you can still do that. Oh, you can do it if you're subbed. It's a new feature they added at TwitchCon. Cool! Good to know. I'm glad. So it's much easier for you guys. Good. So yeah, it should be easy for YouTube and Twitch for you guys to rewind on any of my streams right now. Nice. So we'll see if Kit can do that. I'm very but you got to be subbed on Twitch. Yeah, you don't have to be subbed on YouTube. We'll see if Kit can do that. I'm curious. Anyways, Keys and I coming to Fortnite. It's a big deal. There she is. There's her Fortnite emo. There she's schooling on you. Yeah, her limbs are crazy long. Those are some wild long limbs. There's also a Lego. Is this normal? Do they do like Lego versions now? Is this just come along with every Fortnite character now? Has this been a thing? This feels like a whole other... This feels like a huge deal with Lego they did or something like that. Apparently, yes. The hands are big. Oh, does she have the Yowie hands? She kind of does. Yeah, she kind of does have the Yowie hands a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, there they are. There's the Yowie hands right there. Lego Fortnite is a game within Fortnite. I've never played. I've never played, to be honest. I have to ask Cody about this stuff. Kind of cursed. Kind of cursed. Okay, so Lego is a thing. All right. So this is the whole pack. Fortnite Festival. I don't know what this is. Is this an official account? Welcome to Fortnite Festival. Take your stage, jam with friends. ESRB Teen. Okay. Outfits, cosmetics, jam tracks, and more dropping on January 16th. From Keys and I. So I that's what I said in the short. It's like, she's coming on January 16th. I hope I didn't give some bad info there. Yeah, so I didn't do a YouTube ping for the live stream because you guys got the Twitch ping. The Twitch ping is what we're going to use. I'm going to change it around so that's our go live ping. I did, however, put in the announcements page the actual link to the YouTube page. So I know there wasn't a YouTube page. We're going to make it so that the ping that you get for YouTube is just for the video. It's just for the video. Because I don't think people want the YouTube ping for the stream and the video. If that makes sense. So we're going to probably change around the naming of that sometime this week. It would make more sense with what we're doing now. Yeah, since we're multi-streaming, right? I don't mean to ping the hell out of you guys. So if you're not interested in me going live in my streams and are only interested in the videos, then you can just keep to like that one ping. You turned off the Twitch ping. No, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. You have made a mistake. Although I was pinging you guys twice for like 6 days straight. I stopped on Friday. So that's fair. I did bug you guys because like they need to know. They have to know. Anyways. So yeah, Keys and I, hashtag sponsored by Epic. Sponsored by Tim Sweeney himself. Nice to meet you. I'm Keys and I. That is so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. Wow. I've been announced to be collaborating with the famous Fortnite. Exclamation marks. That's amazing. I can't believe. I'll be entering the world of Fortnite. I'm so excited. Everyone, I hope you're looking forward to it too. We are. All the replies forgot the OG VTuber. We losing the ancient text bro. She ran the whole space solo. Dolo in 2016. Yeah, even late 2016. Or not 2017. 2016 even when she debuted. But obviously most of her biggest parts of traction were back there in 2017. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to stream as herself. What else was she streaming? Here we have this in Japanese. This is a good one. Fortnite announces the release of the new Kizuna Eye item, causing anti-AI enthusiasts to become enraged. Yeah. So that was also very quickly mentioned in my 18 seconds short today. We saw some of that in what I captured from the comments on the Friday video. But, yeah, a lot of people are thinking that she's AI. So much so that this actual tweet got a community note. Just to give more background. It reads, upon seeing the letters AI, some comments mistakenly assume this character is artificial intelligence. Hence the addition of background information. Kizuna Ai is a Japanese virtual being and artist who debuted in 2016 as a pioneer of virtual YouTubers. That's still going to be too vague for people. This explanation is going to so it's AI, right? No. And again, I'm told by VTubers even in 2025 when they would do those meet and greets on a screen at more normie conventions like comic book conventions and stuff, they would still have people coming up and asking, is this AI? So much so that sometimes they'll actually like post up like right above the monitor, not AI. It's a thing. It's a thing. More Japanese comments here. What's a little annoying is that normally if you have questions about content you're not familiar with, you would look it up, but people seem to lack internet literacy and are criticizing without doing any research. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about X, especially, that just leads people to just say anything very confidently. People are very, very confident, even if they're wrong. It's really impressive, actually. Back in the day, I couldn't imagine like trying to post something online, even in like off social media, without like doing some kind of lookup on it. It doesn't help that a lot of the search engines are really bad these days. Yeah. Yeah, they're not doing what we tell them to do. They're not doing what we want them to do. Talk. What's talk? But yeah, here we have a look at what's coming up here. Keys and Eyes Wings. Chibi-chan. The mic stand. Holy crap, she just beat you to death with that thing. Look at that thing. And the guitar. Lovely Kizuna. The guitar. All back blings are music reactive with the option to disable reactivity. I'm sure that means something to somebody. That doesn't mean anything to me. Why is Kizuna's editions like 10 times better than Miku's? Hatsune Miku's. Did they just not care about Miku as she sells no matter what? Someone's here saying it's leagues better than Miku, but Fortnite proportions always look kind of whack. She looks too tall, but I understand that by design. Great model of all things considered. We looked at the Yaoi hands earlier too, right? We noticed that too, right? You kind of have to hit a template. Here are the two back to back. I see it. That actually is some basic Miku right there. I do agree, actually. She should beat everyone who calls her AI. Agreed. She's tall. I mean, it's just a proportion thing, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Then we have people trying to actually gatekeep Fortnite. Bro, if you're trying to gatekeep Fortnite, you're going to have a bad time. Imagine trying to gatekeep Fortnite, the most mainstream thing to have ever mainstreamed. Literally, it's Jingle the Keys the game. Literally, Member Berries the game. Imagine this. At this point, we should expect streamers who don't play Fortnite, to be honest. And then, like, again, even the biggest accounts are showing, like, yeah, man, she was playing this game at launch in, like, 2018. Here's her playing Chapter 1, Season 3, and, like, legitimately, people are, like, all impressed by this. Like, oh, man, she's one of the OGs. Emperor Quacky, thank you very much for the membership. Thank you so much. Thank you for the membership. If you sync up on Discord, you can get into our members-only section. We have a members-only chat section. Enjoy. Thank you. And then they, like, double down. Leaving this here, because a lot of y'all... Oh, here comes y'all. Misinterpreted what I had to say. Jussie, because someone played Fortnite, does not mean they play present tense the game. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Now, apparently, you have to be an everyday streamer of Fortnite to be in Fortnite. Thank you. I mean, the gatekeeping is the stupidest thing. Imagine trying to gatekeep Fortnite. Life would be hell for you. Absolute hell. Talk about the goals being, the goal just being walked back. Anyways, you could, have a lot to say here. Keys and I and Fortnite is just another one of those things. Excuse me, just one of those times where it shows how stupid and annoying this community, the Fortnite community, actually is. They blindly hate on something they don't understand instead of doing research on it and say it's S no matter what every single effing time. Every new collab, bro. I can't read today. The goalpost has motorized tank treads. That's perfect. The moving of the goalpost there was insane. This comment also saying everyone has severe main character syndrome and think every collab must cater to them, and if they don't know the collab, it's quote-unquote mid. Thankfully, most of the reactions when the official news came out was very positive for Keys and I. Very positive for Keys and I. So all around, I think it's going to be a great collab. My actual feeling on this is good. Now, let's go ahead with 15 minutes left in the stream. Get to our main topic. It's Mecha Head. No. It's Sakura Miko. Sakura Miko of Hololive Japan. Yeah, buddy. Arguably the biggest female streamer in the world. At times, getting more watch hours than even Pokora. Usada Pokora of Hololive Japan. Or at least that's what we saw for 2025. We had an episode last week about this. Hololive JP VTuber Sakura Miko, one of the most watched streamers. I was being very cordial. I said strange, but I really wanted to say stupid. Yeah, Content Creator of the Year nominee. I wanted to say stupid, but I just kept it to strange. A strange uproar in Japan. Miko, during a stream earlier in the week, repeated back info she heard from paywalled horse racing content. She just set it back. She didn't show any of the stream. She just relayed information for about a minute or two about what she heard on the Green Channel content, as it is known. This leading to numerous antis, trolls, haters, and everything in between to go at her on social media and demand an apology. She went ahead and made a tweet, but it did not apologize, so they're still up in arms about that. In Japan, if you don't apologize right away, then you're in the wrong. Even if you've done nothing wrong, you're supposed to apologize. I'm probably going to make a bigger deal about this maybe in tomorrow's stream. I might actually record something for this. You guys may have noticed, it feels like FalseEyeD is bringing up a lot of challenging and troubling stories about Hololive recently. Anything for the clicks. He's turning into such a villain. It's like, guys, I love Hololive. I'm right there with you guys, but I think I differ in my kind of thinking on approaching this stuff. Some Hololive fans just don't like Hololive being in the headlines of my videos at all. As a matter of fact, I'd say a good amount of my audience don't like that, and so they don't actually engage with videos like that. In actuality, if I was going for clicks, I probably shouldn't make videos like that. To be honest, if you're talking about the track record of views on those videos, then I shouldn't make videos like this. But perhaps those fans and I just have differing ways of looking at this. I like taking things head on. I like digging in and understanding something. And that's what we do here, because we like to be informed, right? So if you're in our headline, it doesn't always mean like something is bad or bad for something all around. It's just what's happening. But I'll go into something probably more in depth about this tomorrow. Because I think I want to address a very particular group about this tomorrow. Anyways, So, you know, some things have been off just a little bit with Miko. She did cancel streaming back on the 8th after a lot of this stuff was swirling around. And now she made this post with this artwork, but she also made this post on YouTube on her community post, complete with English, which was so cool of her, saying, I'll be taking a break for about a week starting today. I will let you know again when I return. Okay. I will get myself in shape and come back full of energy. I hope you'll wait patiently for me. Your voices have saved me. I love you guys. See you again with a smile. So, many fans saying this is not connected to any of what's going on social media and the haters. She's been planning this. She's been talking about this since December. She hadn't taken a break in like 6 months. I'm after some time on thinking about this, I am more in agreement that yes, this is probably already pre-planned and all that, and if so, interesting timing. So I'll go along with that. I'll go along with that. Anyways, she definitely deserves a break. I do think it's a great time to take a break. So let's go ahead with that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So let's just maybe not say the haters made her stop streaming. That's not going to be in the headline today. All right, everybody calm down. It's not what we're running with. But this is news. It had very almost graduation-esque artwork to it. She's the biggest streamer for any VTuber, any female. Right now, she has a lot of eyes on her. So even when she takes a week off and she's getting a lot of heat, it makes the news. This hit Live Door News. Let me see if I have update some things here. Thankfully, it looks like some anti-posts have been removed. Thank goodness. Or maybe some ones in support. So that got some attention from antis and supporters all alike. Let me see what I have here. I feel like it's not too much to be criticizing. I feel like it's not too much to be... They did give an explanation. I'm sure Cover and Green channel... It's basically this person is like, calm down, everybody. Calm down. Green channel and Cover are probably talking, just like Cover talked with Nintendo back in the day when Setup Cora got some heat, right? It's all going to work out. Why are you still criticizing them? Because people are just coming at this tweet kind of relentlessly. And these tweets are getting 150,000 views a piece. Saying, why are you saying you're sorry? You need to say you're sorry. Why haven't you said sorry? Do you think you can slink away for a week and just come back like nothing happened? There's just numerous replies like that. And, some of the thinking is like false. Like, why are you giving the haters? Why are you giving the trolls attention? Generally, again, I want to make clear, like, I don't normally focus on them unless there's an actual drumbeat, if there's actual real momentum behind that stuff, right? These are not just accounts with no traction, no likes. These are getting thousands, tens of thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of views. It's very vocal. We got someone else here. That's right. Mikachi herself, her listeners, and all her haters should take this time to cool their heads. Yeah. That's a great way of looking at it. Well, news is news unless you're... I'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll go into length about it tomorrow. But others are like coming at her for the artwork she's using here. It's funny to see you using illustration as someone who's graduating. Please stop, LOL. This thing, let me see how... But let's bring this up, because I want to actually expose this a little bit. I want you guys to understand a little bit about this. This particular tweet has 83,000 likes, 10.5 million views. This is more viral, quote unquote, than the Sorrowway tweet. It has more views than even the SorrowEye tweet. It has 10.5 million views. Okay, just this quote retweet right here, not Miko's, the quote retweet. Now, who is this person? What are they about? Well, let's just say that a lot of the replies are telltale bot replies. They're like emoji only. They're very much nonsensical. They're from accounts from both India and Nigeria. And not to say that, well, the wonderful folks in India and Nigeria can't, tweet about things in Japan, but to have so many fluent in Japanese and interested in Sakura Miko is a little strange. In the many years that we've been covering VTubers, we don't actually see that interest coming from those nations ever. Again, not to be rude, but this is not common activity. So it's very much looking like these troll accounts are getting the bottom of the bottom when it comes to botting and comment accounts and things like that. Lots of red flags. Okay. And again, bless Twitter for letting us know where these accounts are originated out of now. Again, I don't want to be too judgmental on Nigeria or India, but we can see what's happening here, right? So, also, fans noticing this got locked because it's a Hololive subreddit, of course. Hololive subreddit famously not very helpful in keeping information live. Warning, there's been a lot of Chinese bots lately invading Hololive stream. This is also happening. Not just only to like Hololive streams, it's happening to a lot of Japanese streamers because of political tensions right now, but that is also happening. Vivi did lock down her chat so that it actually went so long that only other Hololive members could actually comment in the chat. That's how bad it got last week. Yeah, Yame, others in Hololive Japan are getting a lot of really bad spam. It's being noticed. So Miko is not alone in that. Now, before we wrap up the stream, let me go ahead and just show you the worst of it, though. This particular account, again, botted to hell and back. Sakura Miko's debut date was on August 1st of 2018, but Yago and Miko's relationship was already established as of December 21st of 2017. I hope they don't mix business with personal matters. And then they're like making posts on other really crap JP sites trying to link all this together. They're trying to imply that Yago and Miko have a very different relationship. Let's keep it to that level right now. That's the new low here that I am talking about in the title of today's stream. And they're trying to document all these times. Now, you have to understand, Sakura Miko was scouted. She was a known entity. She got scouted. She joined. And that's all there is to it. They even actually mentioned that here on the breakdown. They actually hurt their own argument, by the way, in their own setup here. This all said, though, just to underscore, Mikachi is very loved. The vast majority of messages are in support of her. One account saying, I'm a little worried about Mikachi's break, but I'm also really happy that she's grown to be able to take a rest properly when she's tired. If I can just wait a little while and my favorite will come back healthy, I can wait as long as it takes. Damn right. Another account remarking, it's your first week off in 6 months, so I hope you can fully recharge your batteries. Absolutely. And then, of course, Hasuko coming to us with just wonderful artwork here. This is one of my favorite fan accounts here. Whew! So I actually have some stuff more to add to that in the episode that I'll begin recording here in about 5 to 10 minutes after the stream. I'm hydrating right now. Spice, thank you. So, but I also want to again just underscore. You guys may have noticed a lot of Hololive getting attention. That's maybe only going to last for another day or two, and then we'll probably have our attention on other topics here. But I'll address more of that tomorrow, I think. There's a reasoning for all this stuff, and I look forward to talking with you guys about it. That said, I think Hololive's in a great space for 2026. My only issue with Hololive right now is I think they're well overdue for Hololive Indonesia Gen 4. I think it's long past time. I really wish to see a Gen 4 out of 2026. Please, what do we have to do to get some more members in ID? Please. That's my real critique right now. If I had one for Hololive, that's the one. I think we're overdue. That's my opinion. So, I want to thank you guys for being here tonight. Once again, we're going to try to get out a video here in about 2 hours or so. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time. 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Back here on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys over on Twitch for the resubs. Thanks for the new memberships here on YouTube. It's been good. I'm liking 2026. So we'll have more things VT per se for you guys very soon. Have a great night, guys.